Star-Spangled Sunday. Our flag is still there.
Tony, let me thank you for being part of this event. As you know, Conestoga is a 50-year-old company. It started back in 1964. Back in those times, you did business on a level that's much different than it is today. My father and my uncle, when they started the business 50 years ago, they would have never expected that we would be at a point today where we had to file a lawsuit with the federal government to stand up for something that we as Christian business owners hold dearly from how we run our lives, run our business.
Thank you, Tony, for allowing me to be a part of the program today. And Hobby Lobby began in 1972. My father started his retail career when he was in high school, and it was in 1970 when he started manufacturing mini frames, and then in 72 opened a retail shop with 300 square feet. It was 3 years later, in 75, when he left his full-time job to commit full-time to Hobby Lobby. We've been growing ever since. Every area of our business and in our lives, we allow Scripture to guide and direct us in the decisions that we make on a daily basis.
When the Affordable Care Act was passed, and it became pretty clear to us as a family that the contraceptive mandate was asking corporations to fund contraceptives that could cause abortions, and the Hahn family, with the values that we have, we believe in the sanctity of life, and we don't believe in killing.
The bottom line is we believe that life begins at conception, and for us to be a part of taking that life violates what our deeply held beliefs are. And so we just said we didn't want to freely provide those or pay for them for our employees. That doesn't prevent them from having access to them, but for the government to tell us that we had to provide those to our employees for free was a problem for us, and why we decided that we had to file suit.
In the Eastern District, Federal District of Pennsylvania, we ended up losing that particular court case. We ended up then appealing to the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, lost there as well, and we certainly did not want to stop at that point. We knew it was important to us as a company, as a family, so we went ahead and filed an appeal to the United States Supreme Court, and we were humbled and we were grateful that the Supreme Court ruled in our favor, a 5-4 decision, and we give God the honor and the glory for that decision.
We cannot be a part of taking life. Whether it was a win or a loss, we just felt like that we were in God's hands, and whatever cost He would have asked us is what we would be willing to pay. But to take life is something that would have violated our beliefs. There are struggles for religious freedoms in America, and just a few years ago would never have imagined that we would have filed suit against our own government, the government that we love. But there are challenges. There are struggles that people of faith are facing today that have never been faced before. So there's a great need for men and women of faith to stand up and let their voice be heard through the ballot box, and if need be to file suit, because if we don't stand up and fight for the freedoms that our founders fought for, then we very well may lose some of those.
We need to have all the Christians in this world continue to pray earnestly for revival.
Thank you, Tony.
Star-Spangled Sunday. Our flag is still there.